Okay, dude. All right, listen. I gotta read this. I gotta read this post I put out to you guys. It wasn't a crazy post. I don't think it was a crazy post. I actually thought it was a good post. I put it out and I said next gen consoles are rumored to be coming holiday 2027. The Sony PlayStation 6, a traditional console experience, will have exclusive games.
Yeah, a traditional console experience
is rumored to be priced anywhere between $600 and $800. And then I said Microsoft.
Yeah, rumored.
Project Helix, a console PC.
Why not just show it? Oh, because he's scared, right? I don't know why he does not show his tweets on the screen. It's crazy to me.
Hybrid, full Windows 11 / multiple storefronts, and the pricing is rumored to be anywhere between 1,000.
Yeah, rumored.
Oh, for a second I thought I put 10,000. Okay. Why is that hanging me up? No, that's 1,000. Pricing is rumored to be anywhere between $1,000 and $1,200. And I said, which one are you buying? Wow. This guy.
So engagement baiting, right? Running with rumors, right? I mean, we do this all the time, Hack Guy. We always see him coping and seething over some tweet, right? Let's hear it.
Listen to this fucking reply. Like, this is where, dude, Twitter triggers me so fucking bad. And I don't have the discipline needed to not read, like, because I want to read certain people's replies, because I do get a lot of decent and good replies. And I try to, like, heart people's replies that I feel like, yeah, you know, engage with some people, right? But
yeah, people who run with your narratives, right?
God, it's like I should never read replies, because listen to this shit.
You should just stop engagement baiting. And more importantly, like, if you're going to tweet with rumors, I don't see why you get so surprised when people call you out on that shit. But go ahead.
This guy says traditional console experience will be a Damocles sword, my friend. Exclusives, only first party. The money hatting is over. 600 and 800. Where did you get that from? From the same source that says the next Xbox will be $1,200 to $1,500? Seriously? Like,
damn, brother, he cooked you. He cooked you, brother. He cooked you all the way thorough done. You got cooked, brother, right? I'm telling you, you need to stay off of Twitter right there. Mean on Twitter. I mean, holy, he just cooked the shit out you.
Same source that says the next Xbox will be $1,200 to $1,500? Seriously? Like,
Yeah, literally. You're running with rumors and leaks, Reddit rumor. Like, come on, brother. NeoGaf, right? Easily cooked, right? Shout out to NYG, man VA1, right? He says, Sigs, they have been died, right? Name a PlayStation content creator that talks about PlayStation. If Xbox did die, what would they talk about? Oh, brother, trust me. I know better than anybody, brother. If Xbox left, they wouldn't have jack shit to talk about. Trust me, I know that, man. Shout out to New York G-Man VA1, man. For real. They would be cooked if that shit died.
Yes. Like, dude, why is this motherfucker gaslighting me? Like, where do you think I got that from? From literally all of the reliable insiders all saying the same thing.
Yeah, all the reliable insiders. Brother, nobody takes those guys seriously, except for you.
Every single fucking one of them.
Only the fanboys take that shit seriously.
But bro's going to be out here. He's going to be like, well, where'd you hear that, bro? Who's your source? You made that shit up. Like, no, this is literally what's being said.
Yeah, reliable. Yeah, the same guys who said the shit wasn't even going to come out. Like, brother, just put the fries in the bag, Hack Guy.
It's just like, again, but understand this person's tweet is the one that's got all the upvotes and people
Oh, no.
It's like, dude, I didn't just make this up. This is what we've been hearing.
Okay, and a lot of people don't take the rumors and leaks seriously, Hack Guy. I don't understand. I don't get it. All right? I just don't get it. Why is he raging again? He's mad because he put out a tweet with, like, what the prices were rumored to be, and someone pretty much called him out, right? And now he's upset as well that he got ratioed. I mean, brother, you get ratioed all the time.
So I read that, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just a crazed fanboy out here.
Yeah. That is exactly what you are. Yes. And shout out to Bandit, right? He's been a member for 3 months. He says MBG, a warmonger, right?
War.
1,000%. I'm crazy. He just said the quiet part out loud, right? Let me play that one more time, right?
So I'm just a crazed fanboy out here.
Yes.
I'm making it up.
No,
I'm making
no, you're not making it up. What a straw man. No, you're not making it up, but you're running with all the fanboy rumors and narratives, right? Like, dog, you should know this.
right? Surely he can't be mad that it like this is actually turning out to probably be true at this point or close to it.
Yeah, sure, dude. He's the one who's mad.
But so he calls me out on the pricing.
Okay.
But then he says Project Helix, console PC hybrid with unified GDK, one dev, all devices, bye to parity clause and money hatting, double boost SoC like this.
Get out of there, hack guy. Right? We haven't even really gotten into discussing that. Get out of there, hack guy.
Steam Deck and multiple storefronts. And then he says source NIB or NIB. I don't even know who that is. And the rest of the Xbox hate.
Oh, you know who NIB is. Shut your ass up. He said your source was NIB. Buddy, he is filleting your ass.
Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, how is my post? This is what blows my mind. Where it's like, what the fuck about my post is hating on Xbox, dude?
Dude?
Like, this is a level of insecurity. This is what I'm talking about. Where it's
projection.
Like, why are you this defensive over me literally just...
Brother, all he did was laugh at your sources, right? Let's just be honest. Your sources are rumors and leaks. That's all that he did. All he did was hold up a mirror to you, right? And said, who's your source, right? Nib, yeah. Holy shit, that guy cooked him so hard, brother. He filleted his ass, right? With the Nib tweet. I'm like, yo, the Nib reference, chef's kiss.
Listing out what we know about these two consoles and asking people which one you thinking about buying, which one you want.
Okay, but also one thing that I also let you know about all the time, brother, look at your background. Right? Like it's it's weird, but it's like you can't really discuss these types of things because people know that you're a biased PlayStation fanboy, right? Like you're weird. You sit around and have talks about exclusivity and how it matters and whatnot. Like nobody wants to hear you talk about anything Xbox related, right? And you've done that to yourself with the, you know,
we need war.
Right? You've put yourself in this position. That's why no one takes those posts seriously, brother.
Bro just could have said Helix day one, baby. He could have, instead, he's got to like fight me and list all this. And I'm like, this person right here represents the exact types of people that I go off about, where I'm like, you are deranged and delusional, my friend.
No, brother, projection, right? And what the people that remind you that you're just running with rumors, right? How many of those rumors have came true? How many of them have been wrong? Right? Like, mind you, you were pushing the rumor that this thing was going to be canceled, right? I'm just saying, right? Like, I think he has a good point to bring that shit up.
What are you even talking about, man? Like, I get you're excited about the unified GDK. I get you're excited about the multiple storefronts, but it's like, why are you losing it on me? Because I'm pointing out the reality that everybody, literally every single insider, every person with a modicum of understanding of how, you know, what's going to go into this box is saying this is probably going to be 1K minimum.
Don't get me wrong. I could see it being around that price, but it's like, why not just wait for the official pricing? Like you're running with rumored pricing, right? Even with the PlayStation, you don't know what the price is going to be, right? But how you feel so confident putting that price out there like that baffles me, right? It just shows how much faith you have in these leaks and this bullshit that you see online.
Dude, I was just like, this can't be fucking real right now, bro.
It's real.
And he keeps talking about the money hatting. The money hatting. Like,
yeah,
bro,
get out of there.
Okay. So you're going to pay a premium to have access to a storefront that you...
Stop the fear mongering.
Now they're going to start fear mongering PC. Now it costs so much, right? Because you're definitely not paying a premium to play on the PS5 Pro, right? All he's simply saying is this thing is going to have access to Steam. So that whole little console exclusive shit that you guys do, out the window, right? You're gonna have to find another term. That's all he's saying, hack guy. And then we know it hits you deep. We know he got your ass. We know he got your ass with that shit, right? Goalpost shifting. Well, I'm just looking at that shit, right? Because that's the type of shit they try to say to PC players. They'll be like, oh, well, you're spending a whole lot on an expensive rig. It's like, brother, you guys are paying $750 for the damn PS5 Pro, not with the stand, not with the disc drive and everything. Like, you guys are paying damn near the same amount.
You could already pay a premium for to get around the money hatting. Like, where's the win here, bro?
Getting you to crash out on your stream. cooking you, ratioing you on your tweet, right? It seems like the win was clear, and it seems like you're having a hard time holding that L.
Dude, where's the win? I don't even think it has to do with money hatting. I think it has more to do, like, who's going to tell him? Who's going to fucking tell him? Like, bro, this is not about money hatting as much as it's about developers as they start to see the Xbox platform in the console space collapse. They're going to maybe consider not making Xbox games, bro. Sony ain't going to have to money hat shit. Because one console selling, the other is collapsing, my friend. We need war.
Yeah, console wars, console war, right? Console sell, console sell, console sell. That's what it always comes back to, right? Forget the fact that the guy just lets you know the facts that the prices that you're running with have not been confirmed, right? Forget just running with that, right? That's what it always comes back to, it, right? It's crazy, right? And the whole thing with the money hatting, like I said, I think that's where shit gets interesting because there has been devs, right, who say, that they're not going to put the game on Xbox or whatever. It's going to be interesting because now they'll be able to play it on Steam. And shout out to Web Dave, man. W's in the chat for Web Dave, man. For real, for real. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to him. What was the excuse with Final Fantasy? Great question. Great question. Well, my sources at Square Enix, right? Since we like to run with bullshit sources and everything, my sources at Square Enix said they just don't buy games, right? Crazy once you think about it.
You know what happens? We've seen it. It's been well documented. We know what happens when consoles start to go down that slide and they can't recover. We've seen it with the Wii U. We've seen it with Sega. We've seen it with others I can't even remember right now, but we've seen it, bro. And believe me, devs are going to abandon your ass. They're going to walk the fuck away when they see you ain't got no customers, bro.
Like I said, I'd be worried when goddamn Madden 2K, when that shit stops showing up on the Xbox, right? Those are the games that really sell those consoles, right?
Did Sony's money hatting help Xbox get to that point quicker? Yes.
Okay, so why are you coping so hard about the money hat conversation then? What is he talking about even? Well, I guess he's essentially saying that, he's...
Stop the fear mongering.
Making it seem like devs are going to be skipping out on Xbox, right? I mean, I don't know. All the major games don't seem like they're skipping out on Xbox.
But holy shit. And
wasn't he coping about Bravery Default not coming to PlayStation 5 and being available on Steam on Xbox not that long ago? Yes, he was, right? Yes, he was, man. Shout out to Web Dave, man. W's in the chat. I appreciate it, Web Dave, for real, for real.
That's not even the end of the tweet. He has a conclusion.
Oh, wow.
Conclusion to his tweet.
Wow, so that's not even the end. He's still cooking your ass.
His Project Helix will be Sony proof.
Oh shit.
This is what I had to deal with. Guys, for fuck's sake, please, Elon, somebody, please announce that you are no longer monetizing Twitter. That you can't make money on Twitter, because I swear to God.
Oh.
Money!
Oh.
God, I will be so gone, bro. Like, that's the only thing keeping me here.
Oh! I wondered what it was, right? Because you always get your ass cooked on Twitter, right? I was like, man, you guys hear me say it all the time. I'm like, man, he needs to stay off of Twitter, right? Now it makes sense, right? I don't blame you, brother, right? Get the bag, right? Shout out to Lockwire, right? He says, prediction, Xbox disappear, PlayStation prices will skyrocket because Sony greedy and PC will laugh at the price. Oh, brother, we'll be sitting here documenting it all. But it does look like things are starting to heat up. I'm not going to lie, right? Not going to lie, man. Shout out to Lockwire. Oh, man.
And it's not even great money either, but it's like, I'll take it. Whatever, man. I'll take a couple bucks. But is it worth this? Is it worth this? Conclusion.
Yeah, I think you need to, differentiate, right? It seems like you get really upset over these tweets, and we always see you crash out, right?
He says, conclusion, Project Helix will be Sony-proof.
Oh.
No more third-party exclusives locking, and no more parity clauses. Microsoft has unified not only the GDK, but also how PC games will be developed from now on. The key strategy here is making life easier for devs in the traditional console.
Yo, shout out to Hero Culture, man. He thinks devs will walk away from the owners of COD and Fallout. This guy is brain dead. That is a good point, right? That is a good point. right? I mean, it's crazy, but all I can say is
We need war.
and this is why I say it all the time, right? Whenever he talks about Xbox or anything out other than PlayStation, even with PlayStation, right? He's just a crazed fanboy, right? This is not game coverage. This is just fanboy talk, right?
Model will be
But shout out to Hero Culture.
a parallel development that will cause an extra cost. In few words, the PlayStation 6 will be the new Series S.
Oh shit!
Holy shit.
His conclusion.
Hey, all I can say is that's like the biggest disrespect in this space, right? Like, I mean, I know how they feel about that Series S. They said the PlayStation 6 is going to be the new Series S. Crazy.
PlayStation 6 will be the new Series S.
Wow.
In the end, meanwhile, he's saying this while the fucking Switch 2 exists, bro. Dude, I can't deal with the retardation. I'm sorry.
Oh.
What is happening to society?
Oh, what is happening to society, right? Crazy. You're getting cooked right now, Hat Guy.
What is happening to society? That like this is again, man. I need to emphasize this person got thousands of views on their reply and the most amount of upvotes. Like, how are people agreeing with this? Like,
Brother, he's making more sense than you. Right, I do think that he's trying to rub it in your face saying it's going to be the new Series S, right? He's obviously trying to get you upset. But I mean, at the same time, like, you're in that fucking sector of Twitter, brother. You're a fucking PlayStation fanboy. Of course, you're going to have Xbox fanboys talking shit underneath your tweets, your engagement bait tweets. I mean, brother, how he gets so upset about this always happens. This happens over and over and over with this guy. It's crazy.
It's not the stupidity of the individual. I don't ever doubt the stupidity of a single individual. But it's this.
Damn, Rambling Entertain says the Nintendo Switch can't be the new Series S. They actually have games. Wow, right? Talk that shit.
Stupidity of so many other individuals that are like, yeah, it's gonna be a new Series S, bro. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Like, it's got to be some high level troll. Or,
Could be.
Or it's actually real. Like, I want to believe it's not real. Like, I want to believe I'm just being, like, intensely trolled right now. Like, look at how upset he's getting because of my stupid tweet. It's like, I know it doesn't make any sense. That's the point. But I feel like it's real. That's the thing that gets me. It's like, I know it's real. I know it's real because I see it all the time.
Wow, right? He's going insane.
Is this where the console losers hang out?
I mean, yeah, engagement baits, then gets upset at the engagement every single time.
It's like, guys.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I just asked you which one you wanted to buy, bro.
Yeah.
I just asked you which
Be a good consumer.
Yeah.
one they wanted to buy. Does he want the Helix or do you want the PS?
I know, yeah, poor Hat Guy. But the thing about it is, it's like, brother, it's your reputation, right? Whenever you talk about anything, these are the responses. Brother, you're the guy who console warred on Christmas. All right? You made that bed, now you got to lay down in it.
I'm going to tell you why the PS6 is the Series S. It's like, okay.
Yeah, he's so stupid that he's engaging in his engagement bait, literally.
He says, in the end, the PlayStation 6 will be marginalized for being a traditional console that requires extra dev time and money.
Wow. Quite the bold prediction.
Lock it in. I had to reply to this guy.
Oh,
I did.
Of course
I
you
did.
did.
I fell for the bait.
But he's retarded, right? And he's baiting you. Of course you fell for the bait, a Hat Guy.
Replied to him.
All right, you know,
We need war.
you can't let him disrespect PlayStation like that.
And I said, it is staggering how there are still people like this who believe Sony doesn't know what they're doing in the console market. But also, and here's the important part, but they also have immense faith in what Microsoft is doing. So I said, yes, Sony is cooked. Helix is going to be the next big thing. You win.
Aw.
In
Yeah, you bowed out, right?
conclusion, Sony's cooked. Helix is the next big thing. I'm sorry, bro. I just had to get that off my chest because I just can't believe it.
Wow.
Like, I'm still in disbelief. I'm like, bro, I got motherfuckers out here. This is why I get the way I do. Because I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah. You're never doing anything wrong. Brother, you're engagement baiting and you literally got the response. And like I said, I'll keep on bringing this up. This is your reputation, right?
We need war.
Right? I guarantee you there's plenty of people who talk about this device and they don't run into any of these issues, right? This is something particular that you run into and some other people, right? Because you guys are PlayStation fanboys, right? No one takes your gaming coverage seriously.
Staying in my lane mostly, but when it's relevant, I'm just like, I'm keeping it up to date with some of the news. Because you know what
brother, your news is bullshit. There is no news. Your news is fucking fabricated. Your news comes from Reddit. Your news comes from NeoGaf, brother. That's the whole point of what he said.
Like, don't you dare talk about fucking Helix, bro. Don't you dare even insinuate that Helix is gonna be $1,000 console, a $1,500 console. It's like,
and now you're straw manning him. He just said, "Who was your source, Nib?" Right? And to be honest with you, I think Nib is your source,
bro. Okay. Whatever you say, man. Why am I see, this is why I can't do evening streams.
Oh.
This happens every time. Every time I do evening streams, at some point, I just start to get worked up, bro. This is like my normal workout time. It's supposed to be...
Nope. Not happening.
I don't buy that.
Pumping iron.
Pause, right?
And I'm over here like...
over here seething about a Twitter tweet yet again, giving us content.
Getting triggered. It doesn't matter. John Hipcrit,
yeah, it doesn't matter, right? Okay. I mean, Six, he trying to make an attempt to come home. I mean, I don't know what he's trying to do, to be honest with you. All right? He's being platitudinous, right? He's trying to play disingenuous, like he doesn't understand why his posts receive the interaction that it does. It's like, because of who you are. I mean, just turn around and look at the fucking wall, dog. Right? He is a PlayStation content creator with an Xbox news channel. Yes! That is exactly what he is. That is exactly what he is, right? Crazy, man.
Saying, funny you expect to find normal people on X, Elon Sims. Listen, dude, I read a post on Twitter. I was just scrolling, and it was a single line, and somebody said, this place is literally a mental illness farm. And I'm like, yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
and I always see you on there. Right? And wasn't this guy bragging a couple days ago about his tweet going viral? Wasn't he like, I'm the one whose tweet went viral and everything? You were loving it the other day.
Might be the best description of X that I've ever seen.
Yeah, literally getting worked up about something that doesn't matter. Okay, Hack Guy. I mean, that's what his streams are.
It is a mental illness farm.
Yeah, a laugh with his mouth closed, right? Hide those teeth. Right? Okay, now listen to this shit, right? Because he continues to seethe about that tweet, right? Even though he's sitting here saying that the guy is mentally ill and everything like that, he's going to continue to talk about it because I guess in the tweet, the guy said that the PlayStation 6 is going to be isolated, right? And Hack Guy took that personally.
Back to the conversation, because the idea that the PlayStation 6 is going to be kind of like isolated, right? And I always kind of assumed this may have been Microsoft's bigger play, where it's like, all right, if we can't beat them and we can't join them, then let's make them irrelevant. And it's like, good luck. Yeah, good luck. No, I'm serious. Like, we need war. The biggest thing.
Yeah, good luck. You're not going to be able to beat Sony.
I'm going to read this one more time. And I'm going to actually explain to you, even though I know most of you guys already know, but just in case, and, you know.
Bro, I just watched D-Batch get kicked out of Web Dave's show. So epic. Please watch. Okay, I'll watch after this. Are you saying he really got kicked out?
Anybody who maybe is taking what this guy is saying seriously, I'm going to explain to you why this is the epitome of delusion, okay?
Wow. Oh, wow. So you're still on the tweet. Crazy. But I thought this guy was a mental illness, right? I thought this guy was insane. Crazy.
I'm going to reread it one more time. He says, conclusion, Project Helix will be Sony-proof. No more third-party exclusive locking, and no more parity clauses. Microsoft has unified not only the GDK, but also how PC games will be developed from now on. The key strategy here is making life easier for devs, and the traditional console model will be a parallel development that will cause extra cost.
Yo, shout out to whoever this guy is. This guy hurt Hat Guy. I mean, holy.
In a few words, PS6 will be the new Series S. In the end, PS6 will be marginalized for being a traditional console that requires extra dev time and money. The greatest delusion here
Let's hear it.
Is that developers like making games for PlayStation. Do you know
That's not what Square Enix said, right? I had to, right?
why? Because they sell their games on PlayStation. Because
That's not what Square Enix said, right? And Astrobot that entered the chat.
they make immense amounts of money on PlayStation. The PlayStation Store is immensely successful.
Shout out to Strongium, right? He says, why would I trust a company that's canceled 11 live service games and shuts down 2 studios, right? You know, that's a good point, right? Shout out to Strongium, right? Shout out to Razor Ultron. He says, Sig Sunday OT show, right? Extra donos needed, right? Thank you. Wow. Like I said, listen, you guys are okay, right? You guys are good, man. I tell you guys all the time, the stream is on me, man. But shout out to Razor Ultron and also shout out to Strongium, man. W's in the chat, right? That's not what Capcom said. Exactly. Mind you, he started out the stream coping, saying, oh, you don't need to put the game on PC, yada, yada, yada. All right?
Like, the delusion here is that, and I've seen this time and time again, because for some reason Microsoft has brainwashed and convinced a certain group of Xbox fans that PlayStation.
And shout out to Bandit, man. W's in the chat, right? Shout out to Bandit.
PlayStation's in a bad position too. And it's like, you guys got to face reality at some point. Like, I'm not saying you got to like PlayStation. You can hate PlayStation. You can,
Well, that's what it's seeming like, Hack Guy.
want to see PlayStation erased. I don't care. But you need to.
I mean, but I don't think anybody actually wants to see that, brother, right? Only you guys, right?
We need war.
Sit around and talk about these corporations dying and all this shit, right?
Like, people need to get away from this delusion that Microsoft was the one who failed here, not Sony, not Nintendo, Microsoft. And when we can establish that, we can begin to break out of this delusion where it's like, what Microsoft is doing is viable in a sense. But when you realize that the only reason they're doing it is because they are forced to do it, because they have.
Brother, most people don't care about that, right? Most people are just looking at what the value the device is going to bring. The thing is going to have access to different storefronts, right? It's going to be somewhat of a hybrid, right? Even though all the consoles are PC based, right? That's what people are looking at, right? Like, no one cares about why Microsoft is doing it, right? This guy's insane, man. Shout out to Draco 2 times. He says, imagine buying a game on PlayStation just to see it snatched off your hard drive the next day. Oh, is that what's gonna happen, right? I doubt that's gonna happen, right? Wait, has that happened before? Shit, right? You guys may be informing me of some shit. Shout out to Draco 2 times.
No choice, because the alternative is what we've already seen.
And hasn't Xbox always said that they wanted to have, like, to be a PC in the living room, right? Isn't that, like, one of the things that they said, like, since the original Xbox?
For, like, 4 generations. And the last one, we see how it's ending. It's just this idea that, like, people are looking at what Microsoft is doing and trying to give them this insane credit where it's like, they're going to fucking not revolutionizing anything, dude. They're doing what Steam already does. They're doing what every PC marketplace has already been doing for years. But just because they're slapping the Xbox logo on it and making their own hardware, which they've already done for years. But
I mean, this is going to be like the first console, right, from, the big 3 that's going to allow you to access other storefronts, right? I mean, that is somewhat different, right, than the normal closed ecosystem, right?
Now they're just making it even easier by just making it a PC and not trying to make it custom in any significant way. And they're not doing it to try to bring people into a locked ecosystem. Again, Microsoft is just embracing something that's already existed for decades.
What up, Web Dave?
And there's this crazy notion that that people have deluded themselves with, where it's like, well, this is what it's going to take for people to realize, what, maybe console gaming does suck. Maybe we should stop caring. Maybe we should forsake console gaming.
No, you should just stop console warring. Brother, nobody cares if you want to play on your console, right? Like, I don't understand why he thinks, like, console gaming's on an attack, like, being attacked. Like, brother, get the fuck out of here. Right now, when we talk about facts, because you guys like to
stop the fear mongering
about PC and shit, right? Now, when we talk about facts, right, and your console end up catching strays, that's a whole, that's a whole nother discussion, right? But brother, nobody gives a fuck if you want to play on your console.
Even deluded themselves to the point where they think developers are going to lead PlayStation. It's like, are you fucking retarded?
Oh, was Square Enix, right? I just got to keep on saying that. I mean, Square Enix entered the chat.
Like, I'm serious. It's like, are you? I'll answer. You are.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
But it's like, what? It's like if we were sitting here watching PS5 sales slowing down, falling off a cliff, people, you know.
I mean, I thought that they said that the hardware sales were down 40%.
Leaving PlayStation en masse, developers skipping PlayStation, developers constantly complaining about how difficult it is to develop for PlayStation. This conversation would be completely different. Those would be major problems that, like, yes, this is happening, and this is gonna be what starts to slowly erode PlayStation because they didn't get their shit together. It's the opposite. It's the literal opposite of that. That's what I can't get over. Where it's like people need to break out of this delusion, man.
From the guy who console word on Christmas, right? Who's literally crashing out about hardware that we don't even know what it looks like. I mean, it's crazy. Why is he so butthurt, brother?
We need war.
He's got a new enemy on the horizon.
People need to break out of this delusion that, like, again, be happy for what Microsoft is doing and be excited.
Oh.
Don't come to me trying to gaslight yourself.
Oh, so he's telling people to be happy and to be excited, but he was just calling people retarded that were hyped for it. What?
Me and everybody who's watching that, like, somehow the PlayStation 6 is going to be in this fucking crazy, like, oh man, the PlayStation.
Rambling Entertained says, Corey Barlog said the Sony devs wanted to port to PC, so it seems their own devs want to escape the console. Hey, they're trying to make the
money.
Right? They'll still do the PlayStation version, right? To get that goddamn
money.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how this escapes these guys.
PlayStation 6 is a detriment to the industry. Like, bro, have you not been paying attention?
Yeah, to the rumors and leaks.
Clearly you haven't.
Yeah, only be happy for PlayStation. Yes.
Because you've been too busy listening to every PR statement and eating it up. You know, at breakfast that Microsoft's been feeding you.
Oh.
Okay. If that's what you want to, if that's what they want to believe, then they can believe it. But man, I can't stand to see it. Like, take it somewhere else. You know? Go take it to the people. Go make your own little group. You know, people love to do that.
Hey Six, notice that Hat Guy's been extra salty since the Helix announcement. Yes, he's been on one lately.
Your group and tell yourselves that that's what this is.
Oh,
but
so that like what you guys are doing. So what you're trying to do, an echo chamber, what you're trying to do. Shout out to Machine XP. He says, is MBG not aware that Microsoft owns Windows PC? Oh, brother, there's a lot of this stuff that confuses him. That's why he's so upset. He doesn't know how to engage with it. He doesn't know how to
stop the fear mongering.
I'm not gonna lie, it's somewhat entertaining, right?
Surprised when your delusion is abruptly, shattered. When it turns out, like, oh, the PlayStation 6 actually is selling. Yeah.
See, this is what I mean.
We need war.
Only fanboys would be upset over the sales of a console, right? He does not understand that the average person doesn't give a fuck about it, right? Not at all, right? And shout out to Partial Meats. He says, dude wants his echo chamber. Literally. It's crazy. Insane. I don't get it, right? He wants one so badly.
Yeah, people are buying PlayStations, and devs are actually making games for PlayStation, and they look really good.
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
They look good. They're well optimized. What's going on? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Who could have seen that one coming? I'm just saying, man, people are trying to take shit away from PlayStation.
Aww.
And it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, again.
Yeah, you can't take away shit from PlayStation. Put some respect on PlayStation's name.
If we were looking at something going badly, that would be different. I would be, if not in agreement, at the very least, I'd be like, yeah, I could see where you're coming from, but come on, man. Like,
yeah, exactly. Exactly. You would be defending it, just like how you're doing. You
sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
You would be cheerleading it, right? It's funny, dynamic pricing and everything, right? You guys are barely talking about that shit, right? We'll never see a crash out about that shit.
Do I need to fucking remind people? Like, they're going to have to make me pull this goddamn card. It's like, bro, if Helix... Do I need to remind people GTA 6? GTA 6.
Oh my.
GTA 6, bro.
Oh
A game bigger than any game
my God.
ever in the history of video
Why?
games
What
is not launching on.
Why? Oh my God. When in doubt, GTA 6, right? We got the GTA 6 emojis, right? And he said it 3 times. GTA 6, GTA 6, GTA 6. Oh my God. That's how you guys know he is seething. Not the GTA 6 card, right? Holy.
If Helix,
One more time. He's like,
do I need to remind people GTA 6? GTA
yeah,
6.
6.
GTA 6, bro.
Yes.
A game bigger than any game ever in the history of video games is not launching on PC, and there is no release date for PC.
Stop the fear mongering.
Oh yeah, but it's also releasing on the dead console, right? So what does that mean, Hack Guy? Okay, bet John Bond is zombie.
But you know what it is launching on? PlayStation 5. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you won.
That's
Yeah. Well, you won. Wow. Argument over, right? He won. Wow. He pulled out GTA 6. Wow.
what I'm talking about right there is people will look
Nothing. You're not talking about nothing, right? It's going to be hilarious if GTA 6 releases on PC day and date after all their delays. I'm saying, like, this is all that they got. He says, this is what I'm talking about. What are you talking about, brother? You already know they like to double dip. That's all that this shit is.
fact, dead in the face. Yeah, I think the PS6 might be in trouble, man. I think the PS6 might be the Series S of the next gen. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Suffer.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Suffer.
I'm just saying.
I mean, at this point, I don't even think they're in trouble, right? But I might start saying it if it's going to get you guys this upset.
Just saying. All right.
Oh, so you don't like the concern trolling, right? That's interesting, right? It seems like that's like all that you guys do, concern troll. Crazy.
All right, I'm a little bit behind on the super chats. Sorry, I'm just in my blood sugars are very low right now, dude. I'm starving. I'm crashing out in every sense of the word.
Yeah, eat a Snickers bar, right?
Alex says Moore's law.
Over here, open, right? I mean, crazy, right? Okay, here's the finish to this shit, and then we'll check out that D-Bat shit, right? You guys are saying that it's fire. We'll see what the hell's going on with that. I mean, wow, right? He pulled out after he triggered his trap card. You see how he ulted and then he kind of relaxed after that GTA 6 shit? Crazy.
I don't think Sony can do that, to be honest, because they don't have a presence on PC. So it's that doesn't even make any sense. John Hipcrit, you're saying, but the console version has always been the worst version. You are taking this to heart, MBG. LOL. Without Xbox, it just leaves Sony alone now in that regard. It doesn't change anything other than that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we need war.
Yeah, you're taking this to heart, MBG, right? Like, and the PC version is the best version of the game. What are we doing? Right? Like, it just seems like
we need war.
You're taking it personal.
But at the same time, man, it's like, I guess here's what it comes down to, John, right? In my perspective, this is just Microsoft. And this is also why it depresses me just a little bit. But to me, so it's like, what are we really going back to here?
Games.
It's like, what are we you know what we're going back
I mean, it seems like they're going to have access to all generations of Xbox, right?
to? We're going back to the PlayStation 1. Ironically. Think about it for a second. There was the PlayStation 1 and there was the Nintendo 64 and there was no Xbox. But you know what else? You know what there was, though? Alongside the PlayStation 1 and the N64, there was PC gaming on Windows computers.
I mean, this guy is just this shit is just silly, man. Right? Like, let me skip forward to this shit right here, right? Because he's gonna continue to talk about how it upsets him, right? It really just rubs him the wrong way.
He's done. This is why it always comes back to this, and this is why I do take it to heart, because I guess what I take to heart is people making it sound like Sony going back to doing what they do best as a bad thing. And I'm like, that's not a bad thing. At least not for me. That's an amazing thing. Where it's like, you know what?
Right? Shout out to Sweet Todd. He says, is the console warring back on the menu? Oh, brother, they never stopped, right? They never stopped, but you know, they're definitely turning it up. They're definitely turning it up. Like I said, with the PC port rumor and Helix, you know, the little slideshow that they showed and everything, it definitely sparked something up for sure.
Sony does best is they realize, like, we're here to appeal to a specific market. Who is that market? It's the market of customers that want a game and
On
they don't
PlayStation.
they don't want extreme compromise, but they want a game. But they're unwilling to do so on PC.
What?
We want to kind of reach that audience where it's like we want to reach like more mature gamers. No, and that's no offense to Nintendo, but it's like we're not trying to copy Nintendo and make like their games, but for
Bet I will Faded Blaze, right? I will check it out, right? And shout out to Sweet Todd as well, man. Shout out to Faded Blaze, man.
our hardware. Although you could say they're getting there with Astro, but I'm just saying, like, PlayStation just being in the space where it's like we serve the console market. We helped build the console market. We helped grow it. We're gonna serve it. That's what I want to see Sony do.
Yeah, you want to see
Be a good consumer.
you want them to lock you inside that closed ecosystem.
That's what I want to see them do. And that's why, like, I do take it to heart when I see, like, you know, people like this where they're trying to make it sound like Sony is the odd one out, like doing something wrong, and people are gonna hate them for it. And I'm like, no,
Yeah, no.
like absolutely not, man.
Yeah, absolutely not. No one's gonna hate PlayStation. PlayStation's the best.
I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm just tired of people making it sound like we all just have to embrace PC gaming. It's like, no, we fucking don't, as long as there are, you know, gaming platform holders that are like, we're not PC gaming. We're not.
Okay.
We're PlayStation. And what that means is you buy a custom piece of hardware to play PlayStation games.
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
Yeah, like, why is he like this? I have no idea.
It's a gaming machine. That's what it does.
It seems like he feels like he's being forced into PC gaming, right?
And you plug it in under your entertainment center, and that's what it does.
Yep.
And you know what? We got exclusives for it. Like, I'm just tired of people making it seem like there's something fucking wrong with that. I'm tired of that, dude. It's like, if you think there's something wrong with that, guess what? The solution has always been there. It's called PC gaming. It's never not been there.
Yeah, true.
But if you have a problem with it, well, that's too bad, because there's millions of people who don't. And that's all I'm trying to say, is it always comes back down to the same thing. The people who are getting most excited,
Yeah, flexing those mid exclusives, crazy work.
about Helix are PC players, not Xbox players. You see a lot of Xbox
I mean, I don't know. PC players, we already have access to Steam, right? I mean, there is some Xbox guys that are hyped about this shit.
players gaslighting themselves into thinking this is what they want, when in reality, I can assure you, this isn't what they wanted from Microsoft for the last 4 generations.
Oh.
It's hard to believe it's just suddenly what they want now. This would be the
Yeah, so now he knows what 30 million people, what they're looking for from Xbox, right?
equivalent of if Sony was making a Windows-based console, like a Windows-based PlayStation, and trying to convince you it's not a PC, that they're not going PC, that they're not trying to convert
I mean, and their shit their shit is PC based, right? With Linux.
PlayStation players to PC. Come on, man. Like, come on. It's just what frustrates me a little bit, or a lot. It's also because I'm streaming in the evening.
Oh wow.
Telling you, if it was like 2 PM right now, I don't know if I'd be ranting this hard or losing my shit like this. Let me see. We have Groovin with a $5 chat. He says, no matter.
Right. Shout out to Ben Yang, right? He says, we need PlayStation alive to keep dummies like Nicola, Nick, Marcel away from PC. Like I said, I'm using them as a barrier, right? And I'm not going to lie, it makes for great content. I say it all the time, right? If all this console shit goes away and everything, right, and these guys can't,
We need war.
then they'll all just be DSP, right?
No matter how many times you say Microsoft failed, they're still a $4 trillion company doing what they want to do with their money. And you're right.
Yeah.
But
Again, his chat cooking him.
But here's what I'm saying. No amount of money could sell them more consoles.
Oh, of course.
That's my point. Microsoft could dump $1 trillion
Yeah, but I mean, as a consumer, who cares about that, right? Unless you're like got stock in Microsoft.
dollars into trying to sell consoles. It won't work. Because this is what it's always come down to, where it's like I've always tried to tell people, like, Microsoft is missing something. I've tried myself to identify what it is, and I've had so many conversations about that. I'm not barking up that tree again, but the fact of the matter is, man, like, no matter how much
console sales, yes.
capital they have,
yeah,
it's like, why can't you sell consoles like they can? Why can't you do that?
And that's pretty much what it boils down to.
We need war.
This is what I mean. He could care less about what the console can do, the value of it. He doesn't care, right? It's just console fanboy bullshit.
And God knows Phil Spencer spent the last 14 years of his nearly 40-year career at Microsoft trying to figure out the answer to that. And even he couldn't figure it out. No one could figure it out.
He's fired, right?
Because at some point, it's just like, yeah, man, you just got to call it. Call it. You know?
Oh, why do you care, MBG? Oh, he just wants to inform the people on Xbox because he sees Xbox guys excited on Twitter, right? In his comments and everything. So he just wants to make sure that they understand what they're excited for, right?
You don't have to wave the white flag, so to speak, but you got to accept, like, and this is what I'm talking about, where it's like, I would be that guy. If I was working at Microsoft, I would be that. If I would be like
if you had a job, wow. Oh, brother, you would run that shit right into the ground, right? Quicker than what it already is, right? With the whole Xbox dead and everything, right? It'd be dead for real, right?
Phil Spencer, I'd be like, we can do this, guys. Like, we're gonna make another traditional console, and we're gonna take it to Sony. We need war.
See, this is what he wants, ladies and gentlemen, right? This is what he would rather Microsoft do, right? He just said it.
If I was working at Microsoft, I would be that. If I would be like another Phil Spencer, I'd be like, we can do this, guys. Like, we're gonna make another traditional console, and we're gonna fucking take it to Sony.
Yeah, and they would laugh you out the building. They'd say, but what about
money?
Right? They'd be like, but the PlayStation guys really like Xbox games, right?
And then I'm gonna get laughed at.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's gonna be like, okay, well, where are your exclusives? And it's like, well, I can't do exclusives.
Nope. Not happening.
They'd be like,
money.
Exclusives because I'll get fired because I'll lose way too much money. It's like, okay, well then what's your selling point for your console? I don't even know. We got haptic feedback now. It's like Sony already had that, bro. We got more T-flops.
I mean, you were just going over the selling point, right? It's going to have access to multiple storefronts.
Like, bro, I got a whole digital library over here at PlayStation and Platinums and shit, and that's where my friends play. And
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
Yeah. You can put all your Platinums. Yeah, we know.
Like, I'm comfortable over. It's like, what do you want from me? It's like, oh, and I would learn. I would find out the hard way that, like, yeah, dude, Phil, he's not as dumb as people think. Phil,
oh, brother, who cares? Right now, these guys are bringing up. You guys notice now they bring up Phil Spencer. Now they bring up Sarah Bond, and now they like defend them. It's so weird.
A couple years ago, he said we lost. Now I want you to keep in mind when he said this. He knew this. He didn't just come up with that the day of. He knew it the whole time. He said we lost the most important generation there was to lose. We lost the Xbox One when everybody was going digital.
If he knows all that, why the fuck do you want him to do another console? Oh,
we need war.
It'd be easier for him to
Stop the fear mongering.
Easier for him to like talk bad about the device, right? With this device, because he knows he gets clips and shit. With this device, the way that it is now, he doesn't know everything about it, so it bothers him because he's like, how can I diminish it, right? How can I talk negatively about it?
He knew. In other words, he knew from the moment he took up the mantle that it's over, dude. Like I can't save this, which is crazy to think.
Yeah,
but he
over,
tried.
dude.
You know, can't blame him for trying. I would have tried too. But that's true, and that's why it's just like, yes, it is. This is why the best thing Microsoft can offer is we can give you Steam. And why do you think they're doing that? Because what they're telling you is we can give you a storefront that you may already be engaged with and have a library established. And
I mean, what's wrong with giving the consumer options?
Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough. It's not the worst idea, but it's just, what does that mean? It means it means you're walking away from your own storefront in favor of another.
I mean, I'm pretty sure their storefront's going to be on there too, right? Right? And whichever one's cheaper, you'll be able to choose, goddamn right. But I'm going to keep it a buck, right? I'd be on Steam no matter what. For real, for real. Xbox's biggest weakness was never winning the media. Yeah, you know, that is true, right? The one thing I can say, these guys know how to push a narrative, right? Okay, this is the last segment of this Hat Guy Cope, right? And then we'll be able to see that shit with D-Bats, right? I see you guys hyping that shit up, right? Hopefully it'll be entertaining, right? We'll see what that shit's hitting on.
Game. And it don't that will never happen. And that's why I just feel like right now it's just a struggle for me. Like I like to see Microsoft. I just don't like the way people continue to fall for their marketing, dude. Like these are the same people who want to tell me like,
oh, he's been watching Lono. It's all about my marketing, right? How many times have we heard this shit? This is what I mean. All these guys run with the same script. That's why it's so easy to farm them, right? They all are just saying the same shit, right? Now he cares about my marketing.
Well, you know, don't talk about the SSD when Mark Cerny talks about it again. It's like, okay.
Yes. Yeah, that magical SSD.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. When Jim Ryan says we believe in generations, sure, okay. I won't fall for it again. But then there's the same people out here like,
oh, no, you will, buddy. You run with the Reddit rumors and shit. You fall for shit on NeoGaf, right? You'll fall for anything Sony tells you, brother.
Running around being like, let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you why the PS6 is a Series S. I'm like, okay.
Oh, God. He's still on it. An hour and a half later, he's still on it.
All right. Groovin, you're saying, well, I have great news for you all. The super Sony fans can sit alone by themselves with no competition in an echo chamber.
Yes! Whoa! Crazy, brother. Crazy. Yes, they can sit in that echo chamber, right? The walls have been raised up, right? According to this rumor, right? And when they try to make up that fucking 2%, right? When they try to make up that $2 billion, since it's nothing, since it's chump change, right? Since it's chump change, I hope you guys are ready to pay up, right? You guys can enjoy your exclusives and your ecosystem, right? Yeah, in your little echo chamber. Yep.
And we will. Oh. We absolutely will. Because you know what? You know what the thing is? Do you know what the super what did you go? The super Sony fans. I like that. I appreciate that because it's different. You didn't say ponies.
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
That's actually different. You know what the super Sony fans have that the Xbox fans don't?
Oh, what's that?
It's exactly that. We know that Sony's going to give us a console with exclusives, and we're going to be able to embrace it the way that we've embraced every other, that they've embraced every other generation. Because that's what we want. That's what we're asking for. It's like the person's like, oh, I'm going to tell you my exclusives are anti-consumer. Like, I'm slamming the door. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Okay, and then you wonder why your channel's not growing, by the way, right? Shout out to Machine XP. He says he was literally other day touting PlayStation 6 features. Exactly, right? Exactly. And he claims that it's going to be $600. I'm like,
nope, not happening.
I mean, exactly. You guys peep this shit. He says, oh, exclusives are anti-consumer, slams the door. That's what I mean. You're not a gaming channel. You're just a PlayStation dick ride channel. Yeah. And that's why your channel's not growing, by the way, buddy.
That they've embraced every other generation.
Like, most people don't go this hard for a corporation, right? I think it'd be better for you to go more hard for the consumer, right? That's just my opinion, though, right?
Because that's what we want. That's what we're asking for. It's like the person's like, oh, I'm going to tell you my exclusives are anti-consumer. Like, I'm slamming the door. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, bro. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
Be a good consumer.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, suffer. Suffer and buy a PlayStation,
I'm
right?
Always like that. But like in this
yes, you are.
Instance, it's like, yeah, I don't care, bro. Like I want to see Sony come out with a great console and some great exclusives. And if you're gonna, it's like if you want to try to tell me why there's 10 other reasons they shouldn't do that, it's like save it for someone who's gonna listen.
Yeah.
Is this where the console losers hang out?
Exactly.
Because yes, when the PS6 comes out, you could call it an echo chamber, but I'll tell you what, there's millions and millions of people in that echo chamber. If that's what you want to call it,
Okay.
I don't.
I kind of call it like a cult at this point, right? And you know what? Don't you hide behind the PlayStation fans, right? Because there's people who are fans of PlayStation, right, who watch these streams. Don't you try to hide behind the PlayStation fans, brother. You're a fucking fanboy, right? You're like this soundbite says, right?
Is this where the console losers hang out?
Oh, that's why people laugh at you, right? Like I said, I've never seen somebody go so hard for a fucking corporation. It is crazy to me, right? And shout out to Gnome Hunter. He says 110 pulled a year is a crazy exclusive to die on. Yeah, I know, like crazy, right? And you know they're gonna glaze it to the moon. And the sad thing is, just like with Ghosty Yote, when the shit comes out, they're not even gonna be playing it, right? Not on their streams, anyways, right? They're gonna be too busy talking about the goddamn Helix and whether it's selling or not.
Care. Because you know what we are? We're happy. We're
Are
happy
you?
to see Sony doing.
Are you? I don't know, brother. I documented this whole damn stream, and it seems like you're very upset, right? A lot of people said you need to go to therapy, right? It seems like you're very, very, very much upset.
What it is that we expected them to do. To see them doing this.
Oh, really? With Helldivers, right? And it's funny, all of this, like I said, because of that rumor, they really think that shit is factual. That's why they're like, yeah, we got our girl back. She's no longer stepping out, hanging out with the PC guys, right? We're going steady, right? All of this is just hot air, bullshit, rumors, leaks, right? The shit that the guy in the tweet called him out for.
Thing that they've been doing for generations, and it's the whole reason we're here. That's the thing. It's like, why are you here? Because Sony told you something. Sony said, hey, we got this thing. We want you to buy it and invest in it.
Be a good consumer.
And here we go with that word investment, right? What type of investment is that? Where you just keep on losing money. You keep on paying in, right? The guys who pay to access their internet, right? What type of investment is that? That's a terrible investment.
And we did. And we liked it. And we're like, this
Be a good consumer.
is pretty fucking cool. And they're like, guess what? We're going to keep doing it. Thank you. And I will keep giving.
Really? Did they say that, right? Because it seems like they kind of lost their way, right? And it seems like you guys have been running with this Jason Schreier rumor, and now you guys think that they're going back to not putting their games on PC, except for the live service games, right? Shout out to Gamer Live Studio. He says, happy, you mean coping super hard for no games. Literally, right? Coping extremely hard, right? Writing fan fiction, right? As Lono would say. I mean, these guys are
Giving
crazy.
you my money as long as you do it because I like it.
Be a good consumer.
That's all it comes down, dude. That's all I'm advocating for at the end of the day. It's not saying it's perfect. We got to criticize Sony, of course.
Nope. Not happening.
Never seen you do that, right?
But I don't know, man. I think it's just unfair to call it an echo chamber. Like,
Oh. But I thought you didn't care, right?
I think if anything, like the echo chamber exists with a lot of Xbox players who just don't see what's happening for what it is. Like they want to do this thing again where they're like, Microsoft is innovating. They're doing something different and crazy. Like, no, they're like, what the fuck are we talking about? No, they're not. They're doing what they've always done.
I mean, I don't know. I think the console is different. The fact that it's going to have access to more storefronts, right? I mean, why do we have to cap, right? Like, this is just cap.
Look at everything they did up to this point. Like, they fucking floundered, bro.
Console sales. And now we're hopping right back into the hot tub time machine. Like, brother, we're talking about today, right? Or technically 3 or 4 days ago, right? You can't say that you've seen a console that's going to offer what the Helix is doing, right? I'm not talking about how much it's going to sell or any of that shit, right? But by definition of what it's doing, it is different from what you've seen before.
It's just
You're literally sitting here. You were dumbfounded the whole damn stream. You didn't even know what it was, right? But you're able to find your bearings and
we need war.
find a way to talk negative about it, right?
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't recall Xbox having Steam before. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, the dude's just yapping, right? And shout out to Bandit, man. He says, wish this was a Saturday night. The weekend's too short. I mean, brother, time flies. It sure does, man. Shout out to Bandit, dog. Time flies.
To see the same people that were all about the Series X and the Xbox One X, for that matter.
Yeah, throw that in there,
I was
too.
there for the Xbox One X. I was one of those
we know.
motherfuckers, bro.
Yep, we know. Get out of
Like,
there.
to see how they were, and I get it, like, people can change heart. I get that, but it's like, come on, man. Like, there's just certain truths that I feel like people are. I continue to talk about it, and this is the part of Microsoft's marketing that
God, marketing.
chews me up a little bit.
Oh.
It's not that I don't expect them to market it this way.
I thought you said you were happy.
Like, I get it, man. You got to try to convince console players that not much is changing. Like, this is good. Trust us. That's your
He is mad people are still excited for Xbox. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
job. It's the avid console players, the avid Xbox fans. Avid, is that a word?
Oh, God.
Let's just make that word up.
We need war.
The diehard Xbox fans.
Yeah, you thought you had defeated them.
That it's like, you need to admit a truth for the sake of us all. Like, this is why it's weird to see people making it sound like the PlayStation 6 is going to be in some shit. You're being...
Yeah, affirm my purchase. Affirm my purchase. You take back what you said. You guys are saying that the PlayStation 6 is dead. Take it back, right? We have to agree on that, right? If you want to have a conversation with me, you guys are taking it too far, saying that the PlayStation is dead.
Left in the mud. Like, no, we are right where you fucking wish Xbox would be. Because that's where you were. That's why you're there now. That's what drives me nuts, is they're so quick to turn. Because why? Because Microsoft fucking said so. That's what pisses me off. Is they're just so
wait a minute. Wait, you're pissed off. I thought you said you were happy, hat guy.
To listen to the whistle and fall right in line. It's like, of course you are. It's not that I expect you to fucking go crazy and be like, I'm deleting my profile and I'm leaving Xbox and I'm never engaging with it again. No, don't do that. That's stupid.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing you told them that they don't have to do that, right? I know they were awaiting your direction.
Invested in it. I get it. You stick with
invested. There you go again with invested. What investment, brother? They keep on taking money from you. What investment?
But just admit the truth. Admit that you want to see Xbox do what Sony and Nintendo are still doing. They won't admit that.
We need war.
That's what bothers me. That's what pisses me off about this whole conversation, because I'm engaging with these people.
Is he saying, well, I don't even really understand what he means when he says that. Is he talking about as far as exclusives? I don't know, right? I mean, these guys have ran with so many rumors, right? They said that Xbox was leaving hardware, right? He was one of the main guys saying that. I mean, they're still making hardware, right? I think the guys they'll be all right. You know what I mean? Especially now that they put Steam on that bitch, right? I mean, I think that's just gonna be dope.
They're engaging with me, where it's like, I see right through that shit, bro. Rather than just tell me that...
Y'all saying, no thanks, I'm good. Overcharging their fanboys, yes. Crazy.
I would prefer them to go in this direction. They're not. I've accepted that. And I'm just going to follow where they're taking me. I'm cool with that. I got a library of games. Cool. I will never fight somebody who talks like that. Because it's like, yeah, you're being real. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We need war.
Yeah, you'll never fight that, right? As long as they admit defeat.
People that are trying so hard to run with this messaging, where it's like, well, we got to make sure we kind of look down upon the PlayStation and the Nintendo. Because that's antiquated console war.
Yes. And like I said, quit trying to hide behind PlayStation fans and Nintendo fans, buddy. We're talking about console warriors. Right? I see how you tried to slip that in there, buddy. Nobody's looking down on people who play on console or anything of that shit, right? Nobody's doing that. We're talking about you weird console warriors who have like crash out sieve sessions for like damn near 3 hours, right? Talking about console sales this whole entire time.
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
You just sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
You know, these evil companies, it all goes back down to the same fucking thing. Where it's like, oh, what? So Microsoft is basically taking a page out of Steam's book now and Valve's book? And it's like, oh my God, they're so much better now. Like, Valve was there the whole time, motherfuckers. This is what I mean. Like, the things that you're praising Sony for or Microsoft for have been there this whole time. That's why I don't believe any of you. That's why I don't believe any of this. That's why I feel like it's all fucking fraudulent, because it's like, if you cared about any of that, you would already be there. You would be there.
Okay, brother, and there is a lot of people on PC, right? Like, I don't know, right? I mean, put it like this. One thing I will say is, in this space, there's a lot of...
Stop the fear-mongering.
There's a lot of fear-mongering around PC, right? So, I mean, I could somewhat see, like, an Xbox player seeing this as, like, an entryway to get into that gaming while still having the console side of it, right? I think that it's overblown, right? I'll always say just build a PC. I think these guys just fear-monger and make it seem like PC gaming is difficult and everything like that. It's crazy that he just can't wrap his mind around the fact that there are people that are fans of Xbox that will buy the hardware
right now. You wouldn't even be part of this conversation. All right.
Oh, shit. Do you guys see this shit on the screen? It says MBG, right? Let me look and see, right? I don't know if I just got to. It says MBG. Where did Microsoft touch you? Holy shit.
Well, let me come back to the chat here. I think I'm still behind on
Look at him. He's laughed so hard he had to hide his teeth, right?
I think I'm still behind on Where did Microsoft touch you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you on my Phil Spencer doll.
Whoa.
All right. I don't even know why I'm ranting.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay, hat guy. That's enough. That is enough. I think we need to get out of there, right? Wow, right? And that was another episode of Hat Guy, right? I mean, holy, right? You know, I'll even like it. That was actually pretty funny, right? A lot of frustration. I don't know. You guys know like that Thugnificent meme where he's like, I don't know why that nigga's so mad, right? I don't know why he's so mad, why he's so upset, right? I'm being platitudinous. I do know why he's mad, right?
We need war.
But I'm not going to lie. It's always kind of cringe how upset he gets about that darn Xbox, right? Very cringe, right?